Hello everyone, welcome back to Glitz and Glitter. I've got two molds that I have recently made. It's time to test them out. So this one is made for either ornaments or gift tag, like for gifts. Christmas time, you could put this as the tag with their name on them if you wanted to. So they are small enough that you can make them either way. And these are approximately 2 inches by 1.5. All right around the same. So just under 2, and the 1.5 for that one. And then this one is just under 2 and about 1 3/4 for that one. So they're all under 2 inches. So they're small enough to do either one. This is a little snowman. He should be super cute when I'm finished. So I pulled out base colors because I've got some ideas to finish these, but I'm not sure if I've worked it all out in my head yet. So I'm going to pour base colors. I've got Firefly for the stocking. I've got Clover for the gifts. And I've got Unicorn for the angels. For the snowman, I wanted a pearly white, so I grabbed my Rolio Pearl White, of course. I don't know how much they hold. This is the first time I'm making them, so I'm just going to mix up like 5 ounces and we'll split it accordingly. I guess I'll do 2, see how much they hold. You know, the whole deal. Let me grab some resin. I mixed up 5 ounces, and I think I'm going to start with the biggest one first to see if it's going to take a whole ounce or not. So that's going to be my Clover, which is green and yellow holographic glitter. I can't fill it completely up, but I'm going to dump a lot of glitter in here. And oh no, I gotta get that out. I don't want that in my stocking. So if you do have to clean out handmade molds, just use a piece of tape, which I just happen to have sitting here. And that's how you clean out a handmade mold. Just pick it right up before it gets in anywhere else. I don't mind those in there, but I don't know. I guess we'll know in just a second how much these are going to hold. Probably not even a 1/2 ounce, I bet. I'm just going to get it through these little loops. The little bow. There is a little hanger in here, so make sure that you, if you're going to hang them, make sure the resin gets up through that little hanger. May need a dotting tool because it is a little tiny one. Oh, it might be perfect. 1 ounce, so they hold about a 1/2 ounce each. And I'm gonna get it up through there to make sure not to cover up those little spots if you want them open. So that was perfect. I have like a drip left, which may or may not be needed. We'll just put it in there. Okay, cool. So maybe my calculations were spot on today. So let's do 1 ounce for the angels. Well, it's just under because I am leaving room for the glitter. So this is my unicorn, which is an opal. I have a couple ideas how to finish them, but I don't know how it's going to work yet, so still thinking about it. These might be a little bit less because they are a little smaller than the gift box. And I should go grab a dotting tool to get that in there. Yeah, I definitely didn't need a 1/2 ounce for each one of these. Now when you buy my handmade molds, if you buy more than one, say you wanted to do 12 at a time, you would get 10% off if you bought 2. And I'm thinking about changing the discount to save like 15% if you bought 3. Okay, those 2 and I have left over. Okay, let's just set that aside for now. And I'm going to do the same thing in the red. So I will have some extras. Now when I do the rollio, I'm going to put it through the vacuum chamber just because I'm not sure if we're going to get a bunch of micro bubbles. So I'd rather be safe than sorry. And this is a chunky glitter mix, and so was the Clover. The Clover is great for Christmas. It's also good for St. Patrick's Day. Perfect color, the green. All right, I'm just gonna pour these in. Whoops. And this one is also just under a ½ ounce each. I'm just gonna grab a dotting tool and make sure it gets in there. The glitter's not gonna get in there, but the resin most certainly needs to be in there. So I'm just gonna dome them up, and we'll pour the rest of this into something else. But before I worry about leftovers, I definitely want to get this one. This has 3 ounces left, and I know I don't need 3 ounces of this. So, well, I'll mix it white anyway. It'll be pretty. Whatever I make it into. Let's get this mixed and then vacuum chambered. I wanted a white pearly snowman effect. I think I will get it with this one. There's just a little bit more clear in here, because if it sinks, I definitely don't want it to sink. I don't think it will. It's almost like a crushed crystal, but not quite crushed crystal. So you can always put a drop of glue in here or two if you're worried about it sinking, but let's just see what happens. I'm gonna throw this in the vacuum chamber, figure out what to do with my extras, and BRB. Let's pour it in. Now there is his little nose and thing down there, so I'm not quite sure how to squish it in, but let's try this. And I know I'm gonna have leftover. I just need to know how much it is for next time I make it. Oh goodness, he only held 1 ounce, you guys. I have enough to make, oh, my mold is a mess, but I have enough to make my other hippo. Let me see if I can clean this mold up a little bit. I obviously used mica powders last time and painted him, but I think a pearly hippo would be so cute. Let's get that down in the ears real good. Then I'll still have some left over. I think he holds 2 though. I think I have exactly enough for him, which I do. Perfect. I've got a tiny little bit of white, unicorn, and red. Maybe I can make like a bookmark with that, all 3 of them. Let's try it. Let me move this up. We will start with the Rollio. Make us a Christmas bookmark. Good stocking stuffers. And then we'll move into the unicorn. I'll have enough for a couple of them. And then we'll do, I put the rest of the green in there, so we'll do the little red and green. Then we'll just combine them together a little bit by pulling up, pulling down. And spritz it with a little alcohol, pop any bubbles. And I have just a little left. I'll find something to do with, and we'll see you on demold. Time to unmold. I unmolded the 3 extras though. Look at how pretty that one came out. I'm going to top coat that, put a tassel on it. Here is the unicorn, and here is the unicorn and the firefly together. And I just happened to pick up some Christmas charms at Hobby Lobby today, so I will probably put them on there. So let's start with the little snowman and see how he came out. Hopefully in one piece. There he is. Isn't he adorable? We're going to do all kinds of little extras to him and see how cute we can make him. So he's not done yet. And here is the hippo. Super duper sparkly. I need to trim up the bottom of his chin and his feet, but look at how much sparkle is in that one. We're gonna, maybe I'll make this one up for Christmas too. All right, ready for the main event. Let's do the 2 angels. And there she is. Now, if you back this one in any color, it'll change the effect totally from the unicorn glitter. So if you want to get different effects from it, just back coat it. And there's the other. Here's the Christmas present. Beautiful, sparkly. And the other. Oops, I need to. Oh, I filled my hole in. So I will have to fix that. And here is the little stocking. And the other stocking. So I have an idea for all of these. Let me go get everything ready and we will come back and we will finish them off. I really need to cut down on projects per day, you guys. That took me 2 hours. I don't know how that took me 2 hours, but it took 2 hours. So yeah, good thing I had like a podcast going in my ear the whole time. Here is the bookmark. This I had to do twice. I don't know what happened, but I saved it. So after it was cured with the top coat, there was like a huge drop right here of UV resin cured on there, and I have no clue how that happened, but it happened. So I had to dig it all off and re-top coat it because it was too pretty just to throw in the garbage. So there's that one. Here's the 2 extras. I just put a little Christmas themed thing on there. So since I was going Christmas today, I did everything Christmassy. So I did the angel. I was gonna go a different direction, but it's late and I didn't do that. So I'll save the other direction for another day. So I just stuck with my normal theme, rhinestones, red and blue. I stuck a little pendant at the angel's neckline. So those came out really cute. And there's a million different ways to do these things. Here's the 2 stockings, white rhinestones, which I was gonna do something completely different, but I did not do it. I'll save that for another day. Top coated these with, you know what you can do is you can either do it on a Cricut or write somebody's name on here, like a real stocking if you wanted to. Didn't even think of that. I should have put my dog's names on there. Maybe I will. Here are the 2 Christmas presents. Again, wasn't going to do this, so I stuck with the rhinestone theme today. This is just ribbon that I got at Hobby Lobby, and I wrapped it around the top because this sticks out farther than this bottom because it's like the lid of the present. So I thought I would do that. I just UV resined it together on the back. And then I tried painting the bow with gold. It didn't look good, so I found some gold rhinestones, put them on there. Now look at this adorable little one. This is the little snowman. This thing took me the longest. I don't know why. Probably because of all the tiny little rhinestones I picked for a little ball on his hat and the trim, and I put him on his little mittens, and then I just painted his face. I didn't give him a mouth, and then the scarf and the buttons. So this is not a shiny mold. I cast this little guy from a stone carving, so it's not going to be shiny. So you may want to think about that if you want to purchase it, but he came out really, really cute. I do love him. And then because everything else was Christmas themed, I went ahead and did that to the hippo. So I stuck a tiny little hat on him and went red and green everywhere because he is nice and shiny pearly white. And then I stuck a candy cane sticker on his back. That is everything, you guys. Here's I just picked these up at Hobby Lobby. Just a couple of ribbons for the trim on there. And yeah, I'm going to cut down on tomorrow's projects because I cannot do this every single day of my life. Not your fault, my fault. You would think I would learn by now that doing the finishing touches takes so long. Anyway, thank you for staying with me. You got to see it in fast forward. I did not live it in fast forward. So I will get you some photos for the end. They will be super duper cute now in those photos. So stick around for those, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye, everyone. Have a blessed day.